ceremony. I am Elise Hansen, the high school principal. We are honored today to celebrate the amazing accomplishments of our 2022 graduates in completing all requirements for graduating high school. What a journey you've experienced to get to this point in your life. You've overcome adversities you never thought you would, and you've been successful and will continue to persevere in life after high school. Take a moment to celebrate all you've accomplished in order to be here. Science labs, history projects, essays for English, solving multi-step math equations, and maybe a little cooking or writing up a marketing plan. These are just your academic accomplishments. While you relish these achievements, let's not forget to appreciate all the support you received to reach this point. Your learning coaches, parents, guardians, family, friends, teachers, advisors, and so many more have been here to support you in reaching this milestone in your life. Thank you to everyone who has supported our graduates along the way and are sharing in this joyous experience. I am proud of each and every one of you and can't wait to see what your future holds. I would like to thank our speakers today, Executive Director Jamie Stiles, Board of Director Member Franklin Roberts, and our readers of names, Madison Jackson, Jen Brazes, and Margie Paulson. I'm now going to pass it over to our Executive Director Jamie Stiles, who will be providing a message to the class of 2022.
Greetings, ORVA community. I am so honored to be addressing you all today in my first year in the role of Executive Director. I began my journey with ORVA as a teacher when the school opened in 2008 and lovingly stayed as we grew from a small K-8 of under 600 students to a K-12 school with over 3,400 students at our highest peak. I am grateful for the many students, families, and staff that I've known over the years. And I'm so proud as each graduating class exits our virtual doors in the spring. I have witnessed many students to go on and do great things, and I know this class will do the same. I would like to start by sharing a new ORVA tradition with you today. I will be reading our land acknowledgement statement honoring the indigenous peoples of Oregon. Every community owes its existence and vitality to generations from around the world who contributed their hopes, dreams, and energy to making the history that led to this moment. Some were brought here against their will, some were drawn to leave their distant homes in hope for a better life, and some have lived on this land for more generations than can be counted. Truth and reconciliation are critical to building mutual respect and connection across all barriers of heritage and difference. We begin this effort to acknowledge what has been buried by honoring the truth. The ORVA offices are located on the ancestral and occupied lands of the Confederate tribes of the Coos, Lower Umpqua, and Swislaw, and the Confederate tribes of the Siletz Indians. As we gather virtually and in person, we acknowledge that we all are on ancestral and occupied lands of the Burns Paiute, the Cow Creek of Umpqua, and the Confederate tribes of the Grand Ronde, Umatilla, Warm Springs, Coquille, and Klamath, and many more who call this place home. We pay respects to their leaders, elders past, present, and future. Please take a moment to consider the many legacies of violence, displacement, migration, and settlement that brought us together here today. Now for you, class of 22, you have made many choices that have culminated into you sitting before me today, ready to walk across this stage at the precipice of a new life chapter. Because you're human, I know every choice was not easy or quick or comfortable. Some choices were subtle, almost involuntary, while others towered like mountains before you, obscuring your view of what lies ahead. Maybe you chose to climb that mountain even though you've never done such a thing before. It feels intimidating as you struggle to find each foothold, yet you keep pushing forward, scaling the face more confidently as you ascend, becoming more confident with each choice as you persevere at this task that once felt impossible. learning as much, if not more, from your missteps as you do from your successfully navigated ones. Those slip-ups inform you about the terrain, the intensity of each obstacle, and the parts of yourself you can rely upon to pull you through difficult situations. You will learn so much in these moments of learning disguised as failures. Never dwell on the choices that seemed wrong, as the outcomes will only illuminate alternative paths forward. The important part is to keep moving forward. While you may not always have the choice in what happens in your life, you always have the choice on how you will react. The magic lies in how we choose to receive these experiences and how we'll use them to shape our lives. May your choices continue to bring you to experiences like today, celebrating the great accomplishment of your graduation, and that your missteps do not keep you down, but instead light a fire inside of you that fuels your momentum forward. As F. Scott Fitzgerald scribed, we can make the best or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. And I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things that you've never felt before. I hope you meet people with a different point of view. I hope you live a life you're proud of. If you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start all over again. Congratulations, ORVA Class of 2022. Stand proud in your accomplishments and enjoy the celebration tailor-made for you today.
Good afternoon. Y'all hear me in the back?
Yeah.
I've never been accused of being quiet, so I hope so. My name is Franklin Roberts, and I am on the Board of Education for ORVA. Welcome parents, family members, staff, administrators. But for the graduating class of 2022, welcome doesn't seem to be grand enough of a greeting from just me. So I'm going to ask everyone in attendance to raise your voice, clap, scream, cheer, and make as much noise as you can for the graduates of ORVA for the class of 2022. Get up! On a personal note, I would like to say that this is the coolest time I have ever donned these robes, and that includes the first time I got them. I was honored when asked to speak here today. As a board member, I've worked with my fellow board members to ensure what is best for ORVA students is fundamental in every decision that we make. And now I get to stand up here and I get to look at you, our students, and share in your success. And that is really, really cool. So wow, you did it. Now a lot of people have had their hands in your success, but we could talk about them later. Because with all of their help and all the help that you received, in the end, it was you that had to do all the heavy lifting. Some of these things came easy. Some of these things came with sweat and tears. And if your academic career was anything like mine, way plenty tears. So now you're done. You've reached a career milestone and you have my permission to revel in it, to enjoy your success. We often don't take the time to pause, enjoy our victories and enjoy our successes. We accomplish something and we immediately think about what's next and what's on the horizon. So the teacher in me is forced to put down some kind of lesson in this speech. It's what I do. So that lesson is to take time to celebrate your accomplishments. The next thing is waiting for you, and it will always be there. It won't escape when you take a minute to sit back and look, and you look around and you say, look what I have accomplished. Don't go overboard, but just some time to acknowledge your hard work and those tears that you shed to get it done. It is with a great honor that I congratulate the class of 2022. It was an honor and a privilege to serve you during your time at ORVA. And remember, it is not, are you ready for the world, but is the world ready for you? Congratulations.
every one of our students while we read their names, and they walk across this stage and get their diploma.
Yeah!